Hello and welcome to this short video from InPhase highlighting the very latest charting capabilities. We can see here a dashboard that has been built using those new charts, so let's see how we can go about the process. I simply right click over one of the visualizations and I choose to edit the chart. And then, as you can see, the chart designer appears on the screen for me. It opens by default on the visualization tab, and you can see that we've got a range of different visualization styles. Here we're using the bar chart, but we have other options such as line and pie charts, bubble charts, etc. We have the use of infographics, and we even have the new smart chart, so things like the performance chart, the risk matrix and the Boston matrix, all available straight out of the box. If we move on to the second tab, the option tab, then we see further sub-options. So in this case of the bar chart, do I want to see a regular bar chart? Do I want to see it stacked, 100% stacked, or do I want it horizontal as we've got at the moment? And of course, do I also want 2 and 3D images? I can always go back to my library of styles that's available to me just down the side here. And then finally, I have access to the detailed properties of the chart. And this is broken down into a number of sub-options, as you can see here down the left-hand side. We're starting off with the theme, the colours that are available to be used there. We're using a colour wheel, but we could be using a 4-colour choice. We've got a couple of predefined options for you there, and the custom option, which allows you to build your entire palette with bespoke colours. These can then be saved as your own custom theme for your organisation. We can also display a legend upon the chart. We can choose whether to include that or exclude it. Again, we have full control over its appearance. We have control over the axes, whether they're visible, the fonts that are being used, how they're aligned, how data labels are displayed, whether we want grid lines to appear. And of course, we've got control over the data itself. So, do we want to pivot it? Do we want a custom ordering of that data? Do we want to use specific colours or even a border around the data points? How do we want tooltips to appear? Do we want them at all? Here, as I hover over on a particular option, we can see a single value, but if there were multiple points, as there is over here, then I can choose whether I want multiple points to appear or not. I can control the text on my chart, so titles, subtitling, footnotes. I can of course provide background images. I can control the plot in terms of its background colour, and also whether I want to enable zoom. So do I want X, Y or X and Y zooming available? And then finally I have chart specific options. So here with my bar chart there is nothing that is applicable. If I were looking at a pie chart then there would be. For example, what do I want my start and end angles to be? So incredibly powerful and all available for you straight out of the box with InPhase.